Hello and welcome to another episode of the Carb Watch. I'm your friend Andy, and I am here for you because I am watching your carbs. What are carbs? Carbs are sugar. Just think of carbs as sugar. Yeah, a little bit of carbs can help out with your day-to-day activity because you can burn those for energy, but too much and you're going to send out a lot of insulin. So I'm here to just help you recognize what's in the food you are eating, because as a patient with type 1 diabetes, I constantly look at what is in my food. So the production staff of Mama Bear, yep, she's in the booth right now, drinking some coffee, doing well. She likes to place some food for me to where I get to just look at it and kind of eyeball what's in it, and then we look it up on the internet. Google is your best friend. Literally put it in the search bar and say how many carbs are in whatever. The thing about sandwiches is what we have right now. We have a lovely BLT, a bacon, lettuce, tomato sandwich. Delicious. So really, I'm looking at not a ton of carbs in the middle. We have some with the avocado. This is is this a BLAT? Bacon, lettuce, tomato, avocado, a BLAT. This is a BLAT. Really? Huh. You learn something new every day. This has avocado in it as well. Good, healthy fats, but also a little bit of carbs as well. So what I do is I just like to look at it and see what's inside first, because I know the bread and the packaging that holds this in has carbs. So in the middle, bacon, meat-free, 0 carbs, okay? Avocado does have a little bit of carbs in it. I've already looked it up for you. It says about 17 grams for a full avocado, and this literally, there is a couple of slices, so it's really hard to estimate that. I would say a couple. You can estimate maybe 3 or 4 grams for the avocado if you wanted to be really specific. There is a leaf. Sorry, were you going to eat this, Mom? Because now my hands have been all over it. I've washed my hands, okay? There is a leaf of lettuce. I don't know if you can see that little sprig of arugula right there, but I'm not going to count that. Usually leafy vegetables are 5 grams per serving. This is not really a serving. And tomatoes. Tomatoes do have carbs in it. I looked this up too. It usually gives you in ratios of a cup chopped. This is 1 medium tomato. Gives us about anywhere from 5 to 7 grams for a full tomato. If it were me as a patient with type 1 diabetes, I'm probably not going to count that. I say the middle of this sandwich has maybe 5 grams of carbs if you wanted to be very specific, or less. A lot of it is negligible because I'm happy with what's in it. I like the avocado for my brain. I like the meat. Although with red meat too, you're going to find something wrong with I will tell you this right now. You Google something, you're going to find something wrong with the food you're eating. You're going to find something good and something bad. What I see, the good from the bacon is it's low carb, but it is a red meat, so you got to watch out for your colon and your GI tract. Some say it has a higher propensity of cancers. Is this a nitrate-free meat? I don't know, because we got this out. We didn't make it. Better to know where your food comes from. So inside, I'm pretty happy with. Tomatoes, they say eating the seeds of a tomato can be inflammatory. The first thing they tell you with acid reflux is to cut tomatoes and citrusy foods. But tomatoes have good antioxidants. There's healthy stuff out of tomato too, and it's coming from the ground. It's not processed. I'm happy with that. The bread. I've already asked production staff what type of bread this was, and this is Texas toast. Texas toast 1-inch slice. On the internet, what I found was that it's around 19 grams per slice. So a little bit heavier than the other breads used. Usually I guesstimate between 10 and 15 grams per slice, but this one's 19 grams per slice. That's going to be the heaviest part of your sandwich. The thing I like about the Texas toast is that it's easily packageable. It's not super carb heavy. If you go and get a bacon turkey Bravo from Panera, you're going to have upwards of 40 to 50 grams per slice of bread. That is a heavy, very sweet bread. So it's less than that. But I looked up the ingredients. So this has enriched wheat flour. It's okay. It has some B vitamins added in it, niacin, riboflavin, but also it has high fructose corn syrup. And also, this is something, I don't know exactly where this Texas toast came from, but I would say with breads, I would try to stick with sourdough or not do breads at all. Breads, if you think about this sandwich and what I'm doing, I'm putting it into the tank. I'm going to burn it for whatever I'm doing. If I sit and I'm sitting all day looking at labs, I'm barely burning what I just put out there, and I already sent out a ton of insulin to help appropriate where the carbs are going. So that's fat storage. If you're going to have some carbs, I would do something right after it. So you athletes out there, it might be nice to have a few carbs to burn off if you're running several miles or about to do an athletic event. So, overall, I'm pretty pleased with this. This is a half sandwich too. Note there's going to be some really great information out there from performance medicine about intermittent fasting, about eating less. We can survive on less than what we're eating. Hear me, look at me, into my eyeballs. We can survive on less than what we're eating right now. So I noticed that this is a half sandwich with some tortilla chips. We're not going to get into that right now, but half sandwich. Eat this slowly. Taste every bit of it. That's actually a mindfulness practice. Eating it more slowly is going to help increase that satiety hormone, and that's going to help make this go a long way. So that is my tip and tool for you. Eat slowly, be mindful about what you're eating, really taste it, and don't put it down the garbage disposal. I'm talking about your stomach, okay? Let it sit. Let it simmer. Watch the movie Ratatouille, okay? On Disney Plus. I'm getting a look from production right now. Ratatouille, the rat, he tastes the food that he's eating and he eats it slowly. That's how food was meant to be consumed. So, this has been, I'm doing a PSA right now for not prostate-specific antigen, but public service announcement for Disney Plus. But I've thoroughly enjoyed my membership. Watch Hamilton, if you have not watched Hamilton. It's awesome. I wonder if what they were eating back then, too. I wonder if they were counting carbs. No, they weren't counting carbs. Anyway, so this has been another episode of the Carb Watch with your friend Andy. Tune in next week where hopefully we have another delicious treat for you, okay?